Hey YouTube, it's Empirant, and today I want to go over a few websites and apps that I believe are some of the most helpful resources out there for improving your Age of Empires 2 skills. One of the great things about Age of Empires is just how high its skill ceiling is, to the extent that even pro players would likely agree that there are still areas of the game in which they could improve. While a lot of people may tell you that the best way to improve at the game is to simply play the game more, it can sometimes be incredibly beneficial to get some outside help. After all, it can be hard to improve at something when you simply don't have enough experience to know what it is that you don't know. While many of you will likely have heard of or use at least some of these resources, I hope that all of you can find at least one new resource to help improve your AoE 2 game. So with that said, let's get into the list. And just an FYI, these aren't in any particular order, and all links for the channels and websites mentioned will be in the description below. Number 1. YouTube channels. Now, I know this one seems a bit basic. I mean, obviously there are YouTube channels with helpful information, seeing as how you're on YouTube right now to even watch this video. However, in case there are any new players watching this video who would like to hear some suggestions for some helpful channels, I thought I would start here. Probably my number 1 suggestion for a YouTube video series that can greatly help your understanding of the game would be Hera's Ultimate Guide to 2K, which has videos breaking down almost every aspect of the game, from some of the most beginner aspects out there to advanced concepts and skills. I'm sure the vast majority of you already know who Hera is, but for anybody who doesn't, he's one of the top pros in Age of Empires 2 right now, who recently got what was probably his biggest tournament win ever just a few months back in Hidden Cup 4. The next YouTube channel I would recommend is mostly for if you're looking for a channel that specifically covers build orders. Morley Games is a YouTube channel that does a great job breaking down many different build orders, including all of the standard ones, as well as many civilization-specific build orders. While most pros' YouTube channels will have at least some build orders on them, I like Morley Games' channel specifically because he is not a professional AoE 2 player. While many pros can certainly teach you a build order and do it very well, they sometimes can forget about the small things that they may do automatically, but that can be confusing for new players. Morley Games does a great job of explaining even these types of concepts in their build orders. This, coupled with the fact that he has done so many different build orders and they can all be found easily from his YouTube channel, is why I've included it on this list. The last YouTube channel that I specifically wanted to mention isn't actually an Age of Empires channel, it's more of a general esports channel. Eathlete Labs is a channel dedicated to teaching individuals how to get the most out of their time training for any esport. They have videos ranging in topics from proper goal setting, to the importance of practicing with intent, how to train yourself to enter the flow state when gaming, and more. Their videos are both incredibly interesting and entertaining, on top of having a large number of topics that can be directly applied to your Age of Empires 2 practice. While there are a ton of other useful YouTube channels out there, way too many to list all of them in this video, I think this is a good start for anyone seeking to improve in Age of Empires 2. My second resource on this list is AoE2insights.com. Many of you have probably heard that one of the best ways to improve your level of play in Age of Empires is to review your past matchups and see where you went wrong. However, this can often take as long to do as playing another game, and as such, it can be hard sometimes to find the time to do this. AoE2insights.com is a great website that can help give you a quick review of your games in 5 minutes or less, as well as give you some other interesting and helpful insights, as the website's name would suggest. It gives a sped-up review of the minimap, a breakdown of which units were produced throughout the matchup, and when, statistics for market use, as well as an overview of yours and your opponent's effective APM. While it may not be the same as doing a proper game review, it can be a great way to turn 5 minutes of your time into a productive way to improve your Age of Empires 2 game. Third up is the Interactive Build Order Guide mod by Cicero. Many of you have likely heard of this mod before, but for those of you who haven't, it adds several custom scenarios to your game that give you step-by-step breakdowns of various build orders as you play through them. This mod is very professionally done, even being voiced over by Zero Empires, a prominent figure in the Age of Empires community. Additionally, after each build order you are given a grade to know how you did, and to give you a marker with which to measure your improvement. Currently, the mod offers a large variety of build orders, including some map-specific build orders for Arabia, Arena, and Water maps. To download this mod, go to the gear icon in the top right corner of your game, and then select Mods. In the Browse Mods tab, search for Interactive Build Order Guide, and subscribe in order to download the mod. Then restart your game in order to ensure the mod works correctly. You can then access the scenarios by going to Single Player, Skirmish, then setting the game mode to Custom Scenario, and selecting the desired build order from the given list. Next up at number 4, we have Survivalist's web app. For those of you who don't know, Survivalist is a 2K plus player with some pretty helpful YouTube videos, as well as a pretty fun Twitch stream. However, possibly the most interesting thing he has made is a web app that has tons of useful information on it. You may have heard that balancing your AoE economy is all just one big math problem, figuring out how many villagers you need on each resource to keep up constant production of various units. And where can you find the answers to all of these math problems? On Survivalist's app. You can click literally any unit in the game, select various modifiers such as Civ bonuses or unique techs, and get an answer as to exactly how many villagers you will need to keep up constant production of that unit. Some of you may remember that I made a video a while back looking at how many villagers you need to keep up constant production of units in the Feudal Age. At the end of that video, I said I was planning on making a Castle Age video in the future. However, I never did, because shortly after I found out about this incredible app, and realized that there was no way a video could ever cover all of the information that can be found in this app. In addition, it also gives a great overview of each civ that lets you quickly identify the strong points of those civilizations and what you should be making with those civilizations in each age. It is definitely worth checking out. And finally, for the last resource on this list, we have AoEbuilds.com. AoEbuilds.com is a website run by several members of the Age of Empires 2 pro scene, such as Fire, Huang, ACCM, Yupe, and possibly a few others, although I couldn't find any official lists saying exactly which pros are involved. AoEbuilds.com has all kinds of useful information, all provided by pros. However, the catch here is that a lot of that information is not provided for free. While they do have some build orders for free, most of the information is locked behind a $19 a month paywall. However, I actually am a member with their site, and I can say the information there is absolutely worthwhile. It's the closest you can get to learning directly from one of the pros without paying a much higher amount than this for one-on-one coaching sessions. They do also have a higher tier at $40 per month, at which they give you a personalized training plan and 3 recorded game analyses per month, but I've not ever tried out that tier, so I can't personally attest to its quality, but if it's anything like the rest of the site, then I would expect it to be highly worth the money. At the regular $19 a month tier, they give you access to their Discord server, all of their video lessons that include topics like build orders, how to micro certain units, how to develop game knowledge, as well as just small tips and tricks. All of the video classes are taught directly by the pros who run the website. While I would certainly suggest potentially checking out some of the free resources mentioned in this video first, if you are ready to dive headfirst into improving your Age of Empires 2 game and are willing and able to spend $19 a month, AoEbuilds.com is a great resource for you. So that's my list, guys. I'm sure there are tons of other resources out there that I missed, but these are 5 that I have personally used in the past and found helpful. Just a reminder that I have linked all of the channels and websites that I mentioned down in the description below. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments if you've used any of these and what your experiences with them were, as well as any other resources that you use that I didn't discuss here. But that's all from me today. Thanks for watching this video. I hope to see you guys in the next video or on my Twitch stream sometime, and have a good one.